What is the best zikr to do to be close to Allah and become a friend of Allah? Also, what is the best way to get love for Allah and His beloved Prophet ﷺ in our hearts?
It's not a zikr that makes you to be a friend of Allah. It's not zikr. If it is zikr that makes you to be a friend of Allah, then every animal out there is a wali. Because every animal is making zikr of Allah. And the animal that makes the lowest number of zikr is the donkey that says Allah 30,000 times. Who says 30,000 times Allah? I'm challenging you. So we are worse than donkeys. But if making the zikr, you can become a friend of Allah, then the donkey is a wali. There's a big secret to that too. That's why Nasruddin Hoja, he loves his donkey, isn't it? And so many lessons is from his donkey to teach us. To have love for Allah and His Prophet in our heart. How do you fall in love with someone? I should tell you something. How do you fall in love with someone? If you want to love something, you love someone. How do you fall in love? And what are the signs of that love? Maybe you don't know how to fall in love, but you know the signs of love, isn't it? If you love someone, you're always going to be thinking about that one. Isn't it? You wake up, you think. In fact, you cannot go to sleep too much because you're always thinking. And if you get that one that you love, your main thing is to always be with that one. Isn't it? Not to be away from that one. Even if you're not doing anything, you just want to be with that one. And everything that you're doing, you want that one to be happy with you. Isn't it? These are the signs of love. You're very careful now with that one. You're very careful. You're always looking at that one to see, how are you? Are you okay? Are you sad? Why are you sad? Are you happy? Oh, that's nice. Everything, you are very careful. You don't just leave it like that. Are we doing that to Allah? Are we doing that to our Prophet? We're not. So first, try to get the signs, and then maybe the love will enter into your heart. But how are you going to fall in love now to Allah and His Prophet? Your Prophet ﷺ, where is he? Where is Prophet? Prophet is here? Yes. Prophet is Hazir and Nazir. Prophet ﷺ, he is omnipresent. And he is always giving us a warning. So many people are going to get very upset with me because I use the word omnipresent now. They're saying omnipresent is only Allah. Only Allah is everywhere. They're saying Prophet is everywhere too. Yes. Say, how can it be? Only Allah is everywhere. I say, no, Prophet is also everywhere. They say, how can it be? We say, Prophet is everywhere. We're just going to keep repeating, Prophet is everywhere. How can it be? We're saying, does Allah speak? Of course Allah speaks. You're going to say, hey, I speak too. Is it possible? I'm doing something, a description of the action that Allah is also doing, or we're doing something that Allah is doing. Is it possible? Of course it is, right? Allah speaks, doesn't He? And we speak. These are some of the qualities that we have. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. Allah speaks and we speak. Is it the same? Of course it is not. Even an idiot knows it's not the same. So if Allah is everywhere and Prophet is everywhere, only idiots think that it is the same, because we're saying it is different. Allah is everywhere differently, Prophet is everywhere differently. That's all. So, Prophet ﷺ is Hazir and Nazir. But if our heart is blocked, which it is, if we are so pulled into this world, then we cannot feel the presence of the Prophet. How are you going to fall in love with someone when you don't experience his presence? And he has said, I leave you my inheritors. These are the murshids, the shaykhs, the alims. And we come to them. If we start loving them, then that time, that love, they will take it, they will reflect it to the Prophet. Prophet ﷺ will take that love and he will reflect it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's it. Say what you want. Say, no, my love is only for Allah. Then go ahead, love Allah. Like these foolish, out of Islam, Quraniyun people. Saying, no, I only believe in Quran. Word of Allah. I don't believe in Hadith. Hadith is still the words of a man. We say, really? You believe in Quran? Yes, only Quran, no Hadith. And Quran is the word of Allah? Yes. We're saying, how do you know Quran is the word of Allah? Because it is. Everyone knows that. We're saying, why? Why what? Why you believe that? You hear Allah from the sky speaking these words? Say, of course not. So how the words of Quran came? Through Allah's mouth? Yes, through Allah's mouth. Really? So Allah speak. And somebody wrote it. Now they know where I'm going to. They get caught. Because the Quran came from the mouth of the Prophet, isn't it? Alayhi salatu wasalam. Not through the mouth of Jibreel alayhi salam too. Jibreel alayhi salam from his mouth is only to the Prophet, not to anyone else. And we won't get into that, what kind of communication that is. But Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, to all of mankind, it is through his mouth. It is through the mouth of a man. If you don't believe in the words of a man, then don't believe in the Quran, because the Quran came from the mouth of a man. The words are from Allah, but it came from the mouth of the Holy Prophet, his blessed mouth, from his blessed tongue. So you don't believe in Prophet, then throw out the Quran too. You can go to hell then. So now we come again. Intelligence. You're not intelligent, you won't be able to understand this. You're blind, you're deaf, you're dumb, you're stubborn, you're arrogant, then you're not going to go nowhere with nothing. And we're not going to sit here to argue with you too. These are for those ones who understand something and they want to understand more. These words are for them. Yes, that's the time when you love your Shaykh. You will have the love of the Prophet in your heart, and you have the love of Allah in your heart. Because Islam is always a chain. Islam is always tawassul. Islam is always a protocol. Allah is not bringing the message and the knowledge without the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ is a witness to his nation, witness to everything, from the beginning and to the end. So, wake up. You want to have the love of Allah in your heart. Have the love of an awliya Allah. Be with them, submit to them, love them. That time you have the love of Allah in your heart. That time you are going to remember Allah without a zikr that you are going to read somewhere, somehow, that someone is going to give you. You're going to have your own zikr of Allah. You are going to have your own remembrance. You're going to have, you're not just going to say Allah, 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 Allah. It's not a word that is you're going to say. It's going to become a reality. It's going to become a feeling. It's going to become a reality. It's going to become an action. That what is in your heart, you're going to show now. Whatever is in your heart, you're going to show. May Allah forgive us. Assalamu alaikum.